There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
I know this is difficult for you, Stephen, but the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up, and neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon now.
Then you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
Today's not the day to sleep in, Hunter. Get to the war room.
A successful collaboration.
Where's Caretaker? This is taking too long. How's it going, boss? Don't blink or you'll miss it.
Protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Aim to the right. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Until next time.
This should be useful.
They actually said end of the world on the news.
Strange and Tony should start a lost headquarters. Practice makes perfect. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way. advantage we can get.
This'll make a difference.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down. The enemy's getting stronger. We gotta do the same.
Ready for a
Peace.
I heard Strange's spooky funhouse went poof. But look on the bright side. Things can't get any worse.
I am a little surprised by your optimism.
Why? Half the weirdos here have survived more than one apocalypse. A house going bye-bye isn't too bad.
You have a point, but Strange just lost his home. This was another major loss.
Yeah, sorry, pal, but I find it hard to cry over a bunch of wood and nails. Unless I'm crashing through a building. Yeesh.
You have never had a home?
Nope. Not unless you count the abandoned subway system. She may have smelled like garbage, but it was my garbage. The Abbey's the only home you ever had, right?
Correct. I spent my entire life here. And what came after.
So you'd be like Dr. Magic Man if this place went down in flames.
I cannot say. It is hard to imagine myself without the Abbey.
Kinda like how it's hard to imagine me without Hydra Bob. I get it.
Home can sometimes be a person.
Ugh. You read that off a doormat? I won't say a peep to Dr. Strange about his house. Don't worry.
We can't wait for strength.
We should already be out there, fighting.
Bye.
This is emphatically terrible for our chance.
Getting reports of zombies in the sewers.
Vampires in Manhattan? More vampires in Manhattan.
The green sky is growing.
All right. Let's not give in to rumors.
Sorry, Cap. I don't think these are just rumors. The old Spidey sense has been on double red alert since...
We lost the Sanctum? Perhaps now you understand why I was so adamant we save it. Think of the Sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down, or explodes...
Holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons. Lots of demons.
And his children basked in his light as the temple of the false gods fell.
Oh, what album is that from?
The prophecy. The dark god Cthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Cthon own a dude ranch in the southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny Blaze?
Sort of a jerk. Legend. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance.
And keeper of the parchment of power.
The final page of the Darkhold. The missing piece my mother needs to complete the prophecy and free Cthon.
When were you gonna tell the rest of us this?
Welcome to our world.
The entire point of a secret guardian is to remain secret.
Yeah? From the look of things, I say your little secret is out.
With the barrier gone, our enemies must have been able to detect the page's foul presence. Lord knows what wretched evil Lilith sent to retrieve it.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum. sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable. There really is nothing sacred to Lilith. This is not going the way I wanted it to. The sanctum's gone. Hell has literally come to Earth. This is a worst-case scenario.
Anyone seen Charlie? I need some hellhound cuddles.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Understood.
Got something on my face? What's up?
Get to the truck to grab those artifacts before they roll out.
Target confirmed.
But it won't stop them. Get to the artifact before they figure out what happened.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. Visual on one.
Whoa, trippy. Anyone else taste those leprechauns?
Someone call for reinforcements? We are immovable!
The more the merrier. I'm on. You'll have to excuse me if I don't cower in fear. Watch my back! The light will carry you onward. Engaging! Not so tough after all. Sorry, bub. It's over for you.
I Hydra has the upper hand.
Just 'cause I heal doesn't mean I don't feel.
Fish in a barrel.
Something is wrong.
Regroup and await reinforcements. We stand with the mother.
I really made an impression on him. Are we excited? I am really getting good at that.
Target confirmed. Next time, stay home. Roger that.
With extreme prejudice. I should probably feel bad about that. Allow me.
Let's settle. Can't say I feel bad about that one.
Round and round he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows.
Sounds like we've got friendlies inbound. Mother, protect us.
Have not lost interest. They're ready. Leave some for the rest of us.
The enemy has the upper hand.
That's like my 10th concussion.
Time for the real thing.
I needed a good workout. that. Don't bother getting up. I'm going in. Let this be a lesson to you.
We will never forsake her.
Sure, just jump on the bandwagon.
Hydra en route.
Fish in a barrel. They're the fish, we're the barrel. Wait, does that sound right?
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Here we go. They cannot possibly match your strength. I am impressed.
Good riddance.
I think I'm coming down with something. Gonna get ya!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Maybe we should hold hands.
I have always wanted a sidekick.
We've done it. Excellent work.
We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony.
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car.
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change.
Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. Thanks for getting me those components. We're good to go. Time to... Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
We should get started.
You know what? It's just easier if I show you.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What? You looking for a round two? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
Damn it. What just happened?
I guess you are in charge now.
I didn't want this.
That is not what I saw.
I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight.
Hola.
Oh, my friend sense is tingling.
What are you doing?
Whoa, don't go creeping up on a guy when he's sowing his wild oats. I'm just spreading my seed, hoping to leave my mark in the Abbey, starting here.
Why are you gardening?
Well, your friends have been avoiding me like the plague, so I decided to make nice with Mother Nature. Speaking of, you seem to be getting really friendly with everyone. That's cute.
Part of the job is to form bonds. They make for a better team.
It's like listening to a motivational speaker. You can keep that crap to yourself. I'm an island, baby.
That sounds lonely.
You ever been on an island, Hunter? Ass in the sand, giant coconuts in my hands, Or vice versa. I'm living the dream. Yeah, well, like it or not, everyone's fallen over themselves to be part of your posse.
You sound bitter.
Do I? Hold on. Let me tone it down for you, Cupcake. I'm just speaking facts here. Don't get me wrong, having a fan club is great. Gets a little weird when they write self-insert fiction, but it's still flattering all the same. Keep up the good work. It strokes my ego.
Why do you keep calling them my fans? They're my friends.
What makes you so sure?
We hold each other with high regard. That is a good sign.
Doesn't ring a bell.
All I am saying is that I value them.
Nope, that doesn't sound familiar either. Guess some things are just out of my wheelhouse. I'm gonna say it until the day I die and regenerate. The only person you need is yourself, Hunter. All that personal mumbo-jumbo just weighs you down.
A successful collaboration. I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strong.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's...
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. It may not be flashy, but it will.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Genius inventor strikes again.
Farewell.
What you doing, Charlie?
The Sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable. There really is nothing sacred to Lilith. Does your... Hunter?
Ileana.
What? Oh, sorry. I was off somewhere else, thinking about my brother.
It is good that you worry about him. It will help you remember why we fight.
Me? Worried about Piotr? That's funny.
It was not meant to be.
Wait, you're serious? You really don't know him, do you? He's tall, shiny, loves his shoulder pads. Codename Colossus. He's an X-Man.
Oh, I did not realize he had passed. My apologies.
No, not an X-Man. The X-Men. X for Xavier. It's a team like this one. Although, yes, he has died before. So have I. It happens a lot around here. You're not the only one who can climb out of a grave. Anyway. Thank you for talking. It is good to get out of my mind once in a while.
Strange and Tony should start a law. Ready for more? Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
New and improved.
Later.
Hunter.
I have something for you.
Tickets to next year's Stark Expo?
Components for shop class.
Be honest, have I traveled back in time?
No, you sent me a message.
Right. I set those up before the last meeting. And you got one.
So, what should I do with these components?
I can take them.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you hand them over, I can get Tony and Robbie talking again.
And if not?
I'll give them all back. Deal?
Agreed.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
Damn. What are we gonna do with the...
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Damn it. We needed that.
Doctor?
If you've come to cheer me up, don't waste your time. There is nothing you can do or say that could possibly lift my spirits.
I do not believe someone as strong as you would break so easily.
Easily? The Sanctum has exploded, my home gone, and the war against your mother nearly lost. You saw that all that dark energy burst from my building, electrifying the New York skyline with a supernatural storm. Those were Lilith's forces erupting into this world. Now they are free to scour every corner of this earth for the parchment. You should have let me go down with the Sanctum. Maybe I could have reactivated some ward of protection that would have prevented all her Lilin from escaping into the wild.
It would not have made a difference, Doctor. Nothing you could have done would have prevented this.
Well, I like to think that I could have made a difference, regardless of what you or the rest of the Sons might think. But there is no changing the past now, any more than I can peer into the future. We must accept this loss and gather our resolve. Like it or not, the reality is that Lilith is one step closer from completing the Darkhold and summoning...
Chthon.
We cannot let that happen.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
I got it. Love the effort.
You won't survive another encounter with me.
Sure, why not? They don't all have to be pretty. This shouldn't take long. You just got knocked the you know the rest. That'll work.
Now that was something.
Forsake her.
You'll get yours. They send more to the slaughter.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms. Welcome assistance.
It's only temporary.
You were too weak for this fight.
Get it done the way we know how. Ought to improve the odds. Here we go.
Never surrender! Argema, on the move!
I've been waiting for this. Ready?
Fair enough. I know that wasn't your signature move.
Consider it done. Enjoy your rest.
The light is on our side.
Thank you, friend. Be happy you can still get rest.
You're doing well so far.
Fair enough.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
I'm getting used to the Abbey. Didn't think I'd like it at first. Monks lived here isn't on my list of preferred amenities.
What changed your mind?
It reminds me of a Kree outpost. Mostly solitary, but you have your team around. Enough contact with civilization to avoid going loopy.
I could never be comfortable around a large population.
I get that. What happens if the power inside gets twisted somehow? That's a frightening amount of collateral damage.
Do you worry that you will lose control?
Not anymore. I've learned to be comfortable in my own skin, but I do remember that feeling. What about you? You died here, so I bet you have some complicated thoughts about this place.
Yes, there are bad memories. But the good ones outweigh them all.
You're lucky you have that.
I'm making some new ones right now.
No one likes a suck-up hunter. But so am I. We're doing this again. Make plans.
So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I do not mind. Why would that make me mad?
I'm a little mad. I don't want her thinking she's in charge now. All right, let's do this.
Lead the way.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
I am ready.
That's all?
Yes. When do we start?
As soon as you want. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
Not just yet.
All right. But let's not delay much longer.
I don't see how Caretaker can do any better.
Tonight's ritual will prove to be an absolute treat.
Why am I just now finding out that Emo Kids serves dessert? Did you bring it out after I leave?
No, we don't... No. I mean Caretaker's mastery of tonight's ritual. Her magic is bones of the world old. I confess my ignorance as to her methods is quite thrilling. A rarity for any Sorcerer Supreme.
Now then, shall we proceed?
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle. Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
I think Sarah can shed some light on this.
I think you're right. Sarah knows her sister better than anyone alive. Perhaps she has insight on what Lilith meant.
I will talk to Sarah.
Sounds good.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self, can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes. You and Lilith. With the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
No, not really. I have more questions than answers.
We'll answer them together, I promise. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
That's all we had. You taking off?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
I had one job, protect the...
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed... Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm here if you need me.
Help me, pretty please. My charm won you over.
The sanctum's gone.
Have you noticed any ramps around here? Maybe a ramp-like slab of mostly level stone, kind of at an angle?
For what?
I want to jump the hell ride over the Abbey.
I cannot help you, but I cannot wait to see how this turns out.
Yeah, don't crash. Have a little faith, Hunter. I'm going about this all wrong. You think Carol will get involved?
Maybe.
If anyone can chuck a car over the Abbey, it's her. Damn. What are we gonna do without the Sanctum?
Strange and Tony should start our lost head. Time to take it to the next level.
New and improved.
Peace. Practice makes perfect.
Constant innovation. That's the Stark promise.
Fire! Do your thing.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
Squander what little time they have.
Hydra's mystics are trying to open one of those rifts. It probably goes without saying, but we can't have them summoning abominations from the other side.
You really got a one-track mind.
Welcome assistance.
Ready? Interesting.
Now that was something.
That's one mystic out.
Something? Enjoy your rest. Consider it.
Digging deeper, reaching for something to call forth.
Look at yours. Oh, that's not right.
Don't waste the opportunity.
Mother protect us.
You may regret that. This will cut you.
I am impressed.
I have no respect for mindless followers.
Hail that.
As ordered.
Scratch. I am disoriented.
You're ready now.
Still on my case here?
No mercy. Weak, even for Hydra.
I've got you.
Walk in the light. How invigorating.
Is that all? More than enough.
Something forth. You need to stop them.
Don't make this. A change of mind.
There is no escape.
We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
You would sacrifice yourself blindly for Lilith? You are more foolish than you look.
This is a serious predicament for you.
This is not good.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
Keep it up. I'm not worried.
Time is out. You need to stop that ritual now.
That looked like it hurt. There's no way Hydra's medical plan can cover the beating we're about to put on you.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
That will do.
All right, let's mop up these fools so we can get out of here.
Make peace with your gods.
They haven't put up much of a fight, yet. Worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you. So it begins.
I fear no end. We fear death. We will not be discouraged.
The advantage is mine.
We will never forsake her.
That will not distract.
There's still time for you to run away. You are nothing compared to the things I have seen. And killed.
My fate is no different from yours.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Tell him who sent you. One more time.
I know what my future holds.
Not a problem.
I will not be defeated.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Always hold a grudge. Someone's hurt bad.
The light will heal you.
Nice move. Take this. Think these guys got their tactics from the back of a magazine. Not bad. I hope you're ready for this. So that's how that works. I will fight twice as hard. Ready? You're just lucky we aren't allowed to take your life.
We've done it.
Dr. Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Help me, pretty please. My charm won you over.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strong.
I had...
We are finally getting some decent tech down here. How's it going, boss? You say the magic word? These should definitely give you an edge. Find more coil, send it my way.
The sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable. There really is nothing sacred.
Let's do this. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome. Let us twist and turn.
Ready for more?
Awesome!
Peace. This is emphatically terrible.
Central is ready to work. Time to spill your guts, Hydra. Here's the latest from... Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote.
I'm here if you need me.
These are the current priorities.
Happy to help.
Stay out of trouble.
Lilith.
I've got some questions about vampires that I was hoping Blade could answer.
I have noticed you are very curious about Blade.
He's an interesting guy. Plus, we're both half human, half something else. We have common ground there. What do you think of him?
He is a man of action and follow-through. Caretaker trusts his judgment.
Yes, I get that intensity. I think there's more to Blade than he's letting on. But I'm glad he's on our side. End-of-the-world situations forge strong bonds. A half-vampire, a resurrected hunter, a half-alien.
Do not forget the guy whose head routinely catches on fire.
The Midnight Suns are one of the more colorful crews I've run with.
I cannot imagine the things you have seen in space.
That's good to hear. Thank you.
Lilith seeks to wipe all our havens from the earth.
Back again. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here. See you around.
Avengers Tower, the Sanctum Sanctorum. Our beloved Abbey must not suffer the same fate.
Mess with the Midnight Suns.
Should be quick. Going for it.
I know that wasn't your signature move. I'm saving my energy for a minute.
Good one.
Let's do it. Oh, that? It was nothing. Looks like you could use this.
Glad you got my back.
Here we go. Love the effort. Not even a dent. Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem.
You're still set on me.
Getting it done any way we know how.
That wasn't bad. Hope this helps.
All who serve the Lith will fall.
Sure, why not? Don't mind if I do.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Well, that's interesting.
Try harder than that.
I'm shaking in my boots. You need this more than I do.
I owe you one. That'll work. My lawyers tell me I'm not liable for any evil-related injuries.
You were too weak for this fight.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
Let's head over.
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
Hunter.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
You good?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Cree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Cree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom is poorly defended territory behind enemy lines. The harvest is when you strike that territory and then fade away.
That's an important aspect, but it's more than just an attack strategy. It's about what comes after. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
To their enemies, the Kree advance would seem steady and inevitable.
That's what I think. Expand too fast and you overextend yourself. I saw that happen in Operation Market Garden. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club. I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
So why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
The Kree never conquered this planet. Neither will my mother.
Exactly. Reputation makes you seem bigger than you are. We can hit them anywhere at any time. You can bet this adds to our own reputation. And that's how we defeat our enemy. As long as we're still standing, they're gonna fall.
Okay, just between us, Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You headed out?
I should leave.
Later, then. Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
You do? You must have really liked it.
Look, I'm not looking for your deep, dark diary secrets. Don't get freaked out. I don't care who you have a crush on. Can't believe I'm actually asking you this, but I wonder if you could give me a peek behind the magical veil?
Magical veil?
Yeah, I don't want to know card tricks or anything like that. I just want to know more about the secrets of magic. I'm talking about the spooky stuff.
Let me teach you something small to start off with. Maybe read a grimoire. See how you like it.
I promise I'm a quick study. Don't hesitate to throw me in the deep end.
I do not doubt your intelligence, which is why we have to start small. Exposing you to magic's darkest secrets right away could do some damage.
What kind of damage could a little book learning do?
Well, reading the wrong grimoire has the potential to wipe your mind completely, and turn you into an empty vessel ripe for possession by non-corporeal entities that lurk in the outer darkness, just waiting for unwitting magical explorers to uncover the wrong bit of knowledge.
don't read the wrong books. Got it. See? I'm a quick student.
Just let me know when and where, and we will begin.
It's good that we have the kind of relationship where I can come to you about this stuff and there's no judgment.
You could not talk to Strange about this?
He knows his stuff, but if I came to him to teach me, I'd never hear the end of it. The man loves the sound of his own voice, especially when he's reciting incantations. If you don't mind, can we keep these lessons between you and me?
Do not worry. I will keep my secret to my grave. And beyond.
That's the kind of commitment I like to hear. I knew there was a reason I liked you.
Very well. I think I have the perfect reading for your first assignment. There is a book up on that shelf. Occulta Pericula Amet.
Oh, my Latin is a little rusty, but does that say Dangerous Magic Secrets?
Ancient wizards did not like to get clever with their book titles. Anyway, take notes, and we will talk later.
Okay. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions. I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
On the bright side, Hunter, you...
Here's a weird question. Do you, consider yourself to be a goth?
What is a goth?
It's a 20th century music and fashion subculture. Kinda hard to explain, but it's people who appreciate what others would see as dark or macabre.
Like people who enjoy horror novels and films, and the sad, whiny music you and Magic listen to?
I feel called out. Figured since your mom is the mother of demons and all, you might, identify with being goth too.
I believe I am more goth than you.
Didn't realize it was a competition.
You are goth in your own way.
I will say, my hair is cooler than yours. No offense.
None taken. It is very fitting.
I like the way I dress. I feel badass.
You should.
Plus, I think I'm stuck. Goth never dies.
I am proud to stand beside you on the battlefield.
Aw, you didn't have to say that.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group. Practice makes perfect. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
My lucky day.
Do your thing.
War's not over, Hunter. Dr. Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Good. I was hoping for something to do. Needed that sanctum. Pick your target, Hunter. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for. I think I can handle that.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The Parchment will stay safe.
Good. And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
He didn't have it. How about you? We're being paid to find the Page Creed. Have fun on your own time. Oh, this ain't about the money anymore.
Get inside, and you can go straight to hell. Oh, she's scared. Oh, crap. That's just cheating.
Surrender the page, Blaze.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
Ah, they dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard much
of that. This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. You've got a big problem of your own to deal with. Call that one. The monsters she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady and her rock collection. Got it.
Still want a fight?
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
Hands on the ugly one.
Good work. We will destroy them.
I knew we could do it.
You will fall.
Long memory.
Coming at me now.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that Guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about.
Not lost focus yet.
Just what I need. About time. Maybe it's time you quit this racket. Kiss it goodbye. Hope you're ready.
Behold my priestess.
Is that your best shot?
Our numbers are endless. Enough insolence.
Any altars you don't destroy she'll attempt to turn into monsters, to Liliths, that manipulate the battlefield.
I never knew my mother was so vain.
I assume that comes with the territory when you have a cult following to maintain.
I'm gonna rip you. You
Whatever works for you.
You're not the first to try that.
Shaken their confidence.
We need to wrap this up and get to Blaze before Sabretooth rips him a new one.
Blaze has proven resourceful in the past. I'm sure he'll hold his own. For now.
Maybe music, but he's dangerous.
Trifling creature.
You looking at me? Good for you.
I will make you regret that. That will not be enough.
Done waiting.
You will pay the greatest price.
Now it's my turn.
Like that one, centuries ago. Keep some for the Russians. Our team is falling apart.
Can't afford to give up now.
Good for you.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
don't want to get up.
You were too weak for this fight.
Got some more flunkies coming in.
The end begins.
I'm going to pay for that.
Come get it.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to break her down.
Get past that Guardian.
Not the first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about. Want it done right, gotta do it yourself. You attached to that face?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. They do not stand a chance.
As the stories told us, you are strong.
Prepare yourselves.
More of them are joining the fight.
There can be no resistance.
Here I am.
Any altars you don't destroy, she'll attempt to turn into monuments. Shrines to manipulate the battlefield.
I never knew my mother was so vain.
I assume that comes with the territory when you have a cult following to maintain.
Very effective.
I'm just ready to do it.
I am impressed.
Bad luck for you, bub. Got some backup coming.
Coming after me.
We need to wrap this up and get to Blaze before Sabretooth gets a new one.
Blaze has proven resourceful in the past. I'm sure he'll hold his own. For now.
Just saying, Creed may be ugly and stupid, but he's dangerous.
As they say, it gets the job done. So it begins.
Whatever gets the job done.
Not done with me. Once again.
Trifling creature. My children have many faces.
I've spotted enemy reinforcements.
I will not be defied.
Suffer an eye for an eye.
They have not lost interest.
Don't let them distract you with endless minions. Focus your attention on the Nest Mother before it's too late.
That must have taken practice.
Now that was something.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favored ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Grunt!
Stop fussing over me, you idiots. After them!
No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Looks like Mom. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. You're going home, That looked like it hurt. Spins here.
The light will heal you.
Mother won't let me fade away.
Prepare yourselves.
No one's leaving unless Mother says so.
Bring what you got. You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game.
Lilith will not look kindly on this one. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Consider it done. Now is You won't survive another encounter with me.
I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics. Maybe I should be flattered.
You should have seen their faces. Family. I could almost taste their fear right before they bought it.
You'd be doing me a personal favor if you could shut him up. Permanently, if possible.
You heard the lady.
Better come up with something new.
Cute trick.
Do not try me again.
Now it's mine.
Not enough, runt.
Don't feel right.
Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
You looking at me?
Lilith has found the ideal servant in this one. His soul was black long before she...
Pieces of trash. Old here's 1 in a million.
You keep talking, but I'm still here.
You're ready.
He's down, but not out yet.
Still getting better after...
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the Parchment of Power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other. Now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
This is bull. Grade A bull. That was my first carnival hunter. The carnage.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it?
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
Lilith's evil is seductive. She can easily corrupt anyone.
Creed was always a homicidal monster. But now he's really taken things to the next level.
Does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
You were in the desert one day, Salem the next. I wonder what you were running from.
A moving target's harder to hit.
It all depends on the skill of the hunter.
True. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well.
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves. And she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
So the Avengers mixed with Midnight Suns and had a few X-Men. Bam! The X-Avenging Suns. Okay, the X-Suns who avenge at midnight? Think, Robbie, think.
It was hard enough getting used to the Midnight Suns. Now we have doubled in size.
You are one of the Midnight Suns.
Now, yes, but not at the beginning. I was the strange woman who spoke to no one. It must be worse for you, Hunter. All the faces are new, except for Caretaker.
The past hurts. I do not like to focus on it.
I understand, Hunter. More than you know. I will tell you a secret. Do not laugh. I have a tiny envy for how you make friends so quickly.
How so?
It comes so easy to you. Even when you are a bat. You are a likable bat.
I am glad to hear that, Ileana.
Of course. You have bitch and swords. That is automatic likable for me. I meant with the others. Whatever you're doing, keep doing. Don't waste the time hiding in your room. I have no need for this, but I will...
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
How could I? She keeps too many secrets. She always has and always will.
Distrust only breeds more distrust.
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Cathan is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
If it were up to me, I would entrust the page to you, Ileana.
You would?
If there is one soul on this team who could handle its darkness, resist its corruptive influence, not shirk in the face of its horror, that soul would be you.
Then you know me well. Alas, you are not the one calling the shots. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it.
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe your new sanctum?
What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
It has been my experience that what we seek usually has a way of finding us first.
Yeah, maybe, but it's not like books just pull themselves off shelves and onto tables. Well, not in this castle at least. Someone left this out.
I wonder who.
Sometimes I think this library is haunted by a friendly librarian ghost.
Find anything helpful in it?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Cthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Do not get your hopes up too much. It is probably just an account of an unexplained disease or just a legend.
Some legends are real. You should know that since you literally are one. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disbody self.
I doubt there was not a price to such a purification.
Oh, there was. So, like, when the Lightworker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the Pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
It is unlikely that the historical account of the incantation is accurate.
Well, I've got to try something. It's not like anyone else has any other bright ideas. Well, I'm gonna find Magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
Now, there's usually all sorts of chaos at carnivals, but this was out of hand.
Oh, Hunter, you here to yell at me too? They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too subtle for them to notice?
I think they noticed.
Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the Parchment really have made a difference?
Secrets are what give us power, Stark. Guard them with your life.
And what do you think the rest of the team would say to that?
They all have secrets of their own. Do not let them force you to give up yours.
Things are spiraling out of control, and right now I just need to figure out what to do about this prophecy.
You really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kinda known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch. Maybe an Italian hoagie. And I can fix anything. Trust me.
You have not earned my trust yet. Maybe when I see results.
Oh yeah, when you see the results, you're gonna be blown away.
Blown away? You mean destroyed?
No, it's a figure of speech. I'm not literally destroying anything. Please excuse me, I need to jot down some ideas.
Are you making prophecies of your own?
Shoo, go, genius at work. Gotta get a sign.
Where are we going?
We are just hanging out. You know, for fun.
I'm surprised.
How so?
I thought your idea of leisure was antagonizing Dr. Strange.
Tormenting him is too easy of a sport. Sometimes it's good to take a walk with someone who sees you as more than just an interdimensional doorman. Maybe I don't think you totally suck, okay?
You do not?
But before you use the F word, there are some very important ground rules. No braiding each other's hair. Actually, no touching each other's hair. No sharing food, and if you're thinking about nicknames, don't. Clear?
Reasonable rules, and I accept. I'll make sure to never go near your hair, Illy.
What was that?
Or do you prefer Ilyanushka?
Ugh, you're impossible.
Out of curiosity, what did I do to earn this new place in your social hierarchy?
Why do you have to be so annoying about it? You know how to be bad, but in a good way. I like that.
You too, Ilyana. So, it is settled. We are friends.
There you go with that F word again. Don't ruin it, Hunter.
I will use another word then. Flattered. Because that is what I am.